fam, we are back with our Thursday night live show.
That's right, family. We are live, and check it. The mistakes are absolutely free.
That's right. They're on the house.
We're not going to charge for them because I'm too lazy to delete them.
That's right. This is live. This is live, raw, and uncut. You hear me?
Time is money.
That's right. So, would you like to show the family our lovely thumbnail that you put together, babe?
Yes. Family, let's get right into it. And by the way, we got to introduce ourselves. My name is Jaydon.
That's right. And my name is Jaz.
And tonight we are going to speak about Patrick Beverley. Patrick Beverley arrested. If you don't believe us, here's the proof.
Right. Just look at that mugshot. Man, that looked like, man, I done effed up.
I've never seen a good mugshot.
That's true.
Ever.
That's true. I've never seen a good one.
Ever.
Either.
Have you, family? Have you ever seen a mugshot where you was like, that's a nice photo?
Well, you know that one guy from Stockton, he got a whole career off of his mugshot.
Okay, not excluding
him,
right? Yes. He's from Stockton. He's from where we live in, family. He's from where we from.
Shout out to him. I forgot his name.
Yes.
But he's the light skinned brother with the light eyes.
Yes. Sure on Fashion Nova, right? Fashion Nova model, right?
Yeah, I think he's even been in some movies.
And he's got a lot of game, I'll tell you that. He's got a lot of game.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay, except for him. Shout out to him and shout out to you, bro, and your success. But this right here is not a good photo. No,
it's not. No. He looked like he's going through it. That looks like, man, I'm going through it right now.
All right, family, we are going to get into the news. If you didn't know, Patrick Beverley got arrested. The title of today's live stream: Did Patrick Beverley go too far? Physical discipline in the Black community.
Ooh, yeah, that is going to be a spicy one for sure.
And let us know what you think, family. Did Patrick Beverley go too far? If you're not sure what happened, we are going to put you on game. We're going to get into it.
That's right. We're definitely going to do a deep dive in on it. And we got to give our perspective.
All right. So at this time, let's go ahead and get to our source for tonight. Let me go ahead and pull it up because we live. Got to go ahead and share the screen. It's ready to go. And by the way, family, while you're here, just hit that like button. It costs you absolutely nothing.
That's right. It's free.
To hit the like button. It's absolutely free. We appreciate it, fam.
Yes, we do.
All right. So on screen, let's get the news. Let me go ahead and blow the screen up. There we go. Much better. Make sure we turn all the way up. Make sure you guys can hear us. Let's go.
What's going on?
Welcome to TMZ Sports. Babcock here. We're going to start with a crazy story involving a guy who was a longtime player in the NBA. I won't call him a star, although he was a really popular player. A controversial player. I'm talking about Patrick Beverley, who has found himself in some serious hot water here for something that allegedly happened with his teenage sister. Lucas, this is a story, obviously, that we broke, I think it was Friday. Mm-hmm. We knew that Patrick had been arrested, but we did not have a lot of the details until a little bit earlier today. Now this story has become much more clear, and we now understand, I think, what allegedly happened. Now, he's telling a different story, but this is some scary stuff if you listen to what his sister claims happened.
Right. We got the probable cause affidavit early Tuesday morning, which laid it out from his 15-year-old sister's point of view. Now, she says that early Friday morning, she left her mom's house in the middle of the night to go to a nearby park to meet up with her boyfriend.
Okay, so Thursday night into Friday morning, right?
Right. Yeah. When she returned home, her mom was awake, and she said, look, call your boyfriend, bring him back. I'll bring him into my home, and as that's happening, she calls Patrick Beverley to come over and address the situation.
Okay.
And Patrick Beverley was not happy, according to the sister.
Right.
Now, she says that he was upset.
Understandably.
She said that he was saying how she would ruin her life or things like that. And at one point, she claims that he put his both hands around her neck and squeezed until she couldn't breathe and she was feeling pain. And then he lifted her up to where her feet were dangling off the floor. It does not end there, though. She claims that he took her into another room by the throat and pushed her up against a wall, laid her onto a bed, and punched her in the left eye. Patrick then...
Did they call police?
Not yet. Patrick says that he followed the boyfriend, because mind you, the boyfriend was allegedly on scene for all of this to witness what allegedly happened. When the boyfriend tried to leave, Patrick followed him out, but the boyfriend ultimately decided to call cops for assistance. Now, Patrick went back in, and at some point in the night, his sister claims that he said, "I will be the relative to kill you." So once cops arrived at the scene, they looked at the alleged victim and noticed markings on her neck, as well as some red spots in her eye that she claims that Patrick punched her in, and said, "You're coming with us and we are booking you for felony assault."
Wow. And obviously you see there, that's exactly what happened. Patrick Beverley is taken to the police station. He's taken to the local jail facility there. He poses for a mugshot. Now he is facing, like I think Lucas said there, he's facing a felony assault charge. He was released on $40,000 bond. Obviously, that's not much money to a guy who has made millions and millions of dollars in the NBA. But the point is here, this is a really serious charge, and it's a charge that if he is ultimately convicted, and that's probably a while down the line here, but this is a charge that can carry real significant prison time. So it's not a misdemeanor, it's a felony. I understand it's complicated because it's an issue with his sister, with his family. You can understand why he might have been upset with his younger sister, his little sister, sneaking out of the house. But if what his sister says actually happened, Lucas, this, I think, goes well beyond anything that you would ever do to anybody, no less somebody that you love and care about. So it's serious. He found himself in some real hot water here.
And Patrick did address this Friday night after the news broke, saying, "Please don't believe everything you see on the internet. Hope all is well, love." And also his attorney released a statement trying to paint the picture from his perspective, but ultimately, from his sister's point of view, yeah, it's not a great look.
Do you agree or disagree? Is that a good look or a bad look?
Yeah, let us know.
What you think, family?
Ooh, man, if what is alleged is true, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. And he's booked on felony assault. So, I mean, it's not a misdemeanor. So this is, pretty heavy crime if convicted and, if it's determined to be true.
I don't see the problem here. Isn't that normal punishment?
Right? That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Right? Doesn't that happen all the time? Right?
She snuck out the house. She deserved it.
Yeah, to get punched in the eye and choked out.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of punishment, right? That's part of consequences and repercussions. You gotta follow the rules of the house around here.
That's right. We're not sparing the rod over here.
Spare the rod, you what?
Spoil the child.
I don't see the problem.
Okay.
I don't know what the problem is. What the problem is?
What the problem is?
This is total sarcasm, total hyperbole. We are joking. I am joking. I'm the one who's saying it. Family, I do not mean it. I'm just trying to get you to crack a smile because we can sit here and just, I mean, speak the obvious. It is true. It's just blatantly evil. We're going to find out all the details. We're going to find out more details, but just by the sound of it, that sounds true. But they got to go through the process and see if the story actually does line up.
Yeah.
But as we saw in the video, she had marks on her neck. She had marks on her eye.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And after the police did their investigation, they arrested him.
He did get arrested, but that's common though. You would get arrested just for the accusation, but they still have to prove if that third-degree felony is true. Remember, he's charged for it, but is he convicted for it?
He's not convicted.
So it's common to be arrested for something that you haven't do. haven't done.
Yeah.
But hey, we got to bring up the objectivity. It's the new cuss word around here. A lot of people do not like objectivity. They don't like looking at all the possibilities out there.
That's
but just
true.
by the sound of this sounds crazy, family. And this is unfortunate. This is unfortunate, family.
Yeah, for sure. It's unfortunate. What do you guys think? You guys think it happened the way that his sister said, or do you guys think it happened the way that Patrick Beverley is saying? As we heard, he's saying, don't believe everything that you see on the internet. So I am kind of curious to see what his angle is. What we do know from what it sounds like on both sides, from both parties, that the sister, who is a minor, was with her boyfriend, who is 18, and they were caught in the house. So we don't know, all the details. Of course, we heard there's her side, his side, and then, you know what they say, the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Yes. So it sounded like she did something that she wasn't supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, in the video, it was, help me recall, it was her mother?
Yeah.
It was her mother.
Who caught her.
Mm-hmm. And it was the older brother, it was Patrick Beverley.
Yeah.
Who dealt out the punishment.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So not sure if
you want, and that's to say loosely, the punishment. That's the physical abuse.
Yeah. Let's just be honest. Yeah, that is abuse, and like you said, I mean, we don't know, because Patrick Beverley came over, like you said, to, I guess, deal with the situation or whatever the case may be. Clearly things got out of hand, and that's the thing about when you get angry. When you're upset, sometimes things can get out of hand. So, I think that when you're dealing with a situation like that, or any kind of situation where it's intense, and you're angry, it's best to step away. It's best to take some time to cool off and then address the situation. Because if you're going in hot, anything can happen.
So I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Should parents discipline their children while they're angry or while they're not angry? What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think parents should wait, or parents and loved ones, right? Because, sometimes children are being cared for by grandparents and etc. So, but I think that you should discipline your children after you've cooled down, right? I think that in the heat of the moment, you could say things that are, that you wouldn't have normally said. And,
while you're angry, right?
Yeah.
Say exactly what you think.
Man.
Say exactly how you feel. Let it out.
Yeah, and even putting dubs on it, because maybe you don't feel as passionate, but in that moment you feeling like super passionate,
Yeah, right.
But that, and then also too, like, your force could be even more like detrimental because you're upset. So you, like, it's like when you're upset, you don't really know how your strength, you just like going off adrenaline, and like, so I definitely would say parents should wait till they cool off before they address what's getting them upset.
Like semi-cool or all the way cool?
Well, I don't know what.
Could they be mad a little bit, like, but have it under control, but still have some anger while disciplining the kids?
I mean, you can still have some anger, but I think you need to let that initial like anger. I think you need to let that cool off.
That fury.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you got fury, you gotta take a cold shower or something.
Mm-hmm.
Eat some ice cream.
Take some deep breaths.
Take some deep breaths, which is extremely underrated. Nobody does that when they're mad.
Oh man.
But it works. It does.
It does.
And nobody takes a cold shower. I don't know why I said that. Ice cream, I mean, when I'm mad, are you hungry?
No, not usually.
Like when you get upset, are you like, man, I really want a bowl of ice cream right now? What ice cream man? Ice cream man, ice cream man.
But it could help.
They will calm you down, right?
Right.
Like ice cream sundae or something, right?
How about you? What do you think? Do you think parents should wait till they cool down?
No, they should just discipline them right on the spot.
Right on the spot.
Yeah, you spare the rod, you spare the what?
Yep.
Spare the rod,
Spoiled child. We not spoiling child around here. We ain't gonna do it.
We're gonna do it old. We're gonna keep it old school.
Okay.
Because this new generation, right?
Mhm.
They be
Allegedly.
kids don't get whoopings now.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right?
They get punched in the face though. No, I'm just
With these millennials, right? Is that the new one, or what's the new generation?
What is it? Gen Z?
These Gen Zs don't know nothing about no discipline, no physical discipline.
Well, Patrick Beverley's sister found out.
They think just getting hit, getting hit on the behind with a belt. They think that's like getting choked out. They don't know nothing about discipline.
Allegedly.
So, and then they're gonna have the nerve to call the police.
Allegedly.
By the way, this is all hyperbole. This is all jokes. This is all made up thinking. I'm just Jaws and family. I'm just running my mouth. Parents, I love you. I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth. Same here.
Yes. I love my parents. I love you, parents. Love your mama. Love you, pops. But in regards to my upbringing, was I physically disciplined? I plead the fifth.
I do as well.
Also, I also want to point out too, from the Houston Chronicle, we're not gonna bring this article up, but it says Patrick Beverley's attorney responds to ugly details from former Rockets players' arrests. And basically, what Patrick Beverley attorney is saying is that the details are not accurate. According to the probable cause affidavit from Fort Bend County, Beverley's 15-year-old sister left home in the middle of the night without her mother knowing to meet up with her boyfriend at a nearby park. So her mother didn't know about it. And they met up in the nearby park, as we saw in the video. When the sister returned, her mother was waiting for her and called Beverley, who owns a home in Missouri City, to the house. The sister alleges that Beverley scolded her, then grabbed her by the neck with both hands and picked her up off the ground. The sister says Beverley was squeezing her neck with lack of oxygen, which lasted between 20 to 30 seconds. So we're getting extra details that we didn't get.
Yes, for sure.
And this is from the Houston Chronicle family. She says he slams her against the walls of the home while still squeezing her neck before putting her on the couch and punching her in the eye with a closed fist. Okay, let me just scroll down to the lawyer part. I mean, there are some extra details in here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some extra details, but it's kind of it's a lengthy article, family.
Yeah, feel free to check it out too if you guys want to get the additional details on, you said the Houston Chronicle?
Yeah, the Houston Chronicle. But basically, the attorney says the information is inaccurate. Oh, and it says listen now. Ooh. Well, his attorney's doing what an attorney normally would do. He's doing his lawyer thing.
Doing his lawyer thing.
Yes. Attorney says details not accurate. Yep. And that's from the Houston Chronicle. And that was 2 days ago.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that additional information. Yeah, family, feel free to check out the rest on the Houston Chronicle. But from what we know so far, it's looking like, it's two different sides to the story. Patrick Beverley and his attorneys, they're saying, hey, basically the story's not true. And then on her side, we heard the story. So, it's sad though. It's sad when you see a family going through this situation, especially, Patrick Beverley being a public figure, being someone who, had a long career in the NBA, and then to see this news come out, it's definitely disheartening.
Also like to read here from the Houston Chronicle. In a social media post over the weekend, Beverley posted a screenshot of a message from his attorney that said he cares deeply about his little sister, a young lady, a minor, given that when he unexpectedly found her alone in the home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night, He was understandably concerned, as any brother would be, about his sister. However, we don't believe what followed happened the way it's been described, and we look forward to the opportunity to address that in court.
Mm.
And it says on Tuesday, Quinones Hollins released a statement claiming that the sister's side of the story was given at a time when emotions were high. As I've said before, we don't believe that the description in that affidavit is accurate, nor is it complete. She added, he is the provider and protector of his family, including his little sister and his mom. He has always looked out for their well-being and will continue to do so. I have every expectation that when all the facts are in, Patrick will be cleared of these charges. Until then, I can only ask that everyone keep an open mind and not rush to judgment. Please remember, this is America. And in our society, Patrick is innocent until proven otherwise in a court of law. And then it goes on, talks about his NBA career. We forgot to mention, family, Patrick Beverley. I don't know if he still plays in the NBA, but he was an NBA player. Does he still play? I don't watch the NBA no more.
He doesn't play anymore in the NBA now.
They did mention that in the TMZ video. He was a great defender.
Yeah.
He was like a pest on the court. He'd get under your skin, physically,
shit talker,
verbally.
Mm-hmm.
He was a scrappy. He was a thug on the court. He was tough on the court,
especially since he's kind of undersized too.
Yeah, he's what, 6'6" guard. But
like for his defense to be so good, you know.
Oh yeah. Like, he plays like he's 7. He plays like he's 7'3".
Okay.
You know. 400 pounds. He plays like he's a beast defensively. You know, his game. I plead the fifth.
Me too.
Does he have a game?
Being a pest.
Being a pest is his game, right? Okay. All right, family. So, like we said, we objective around here. We wanted to bring both sides of the story. And the court, they're going to decide based on the information presented. They're going to come up with the decision, and we're going to see what happens. But me, I just can't help but to be objective. But it's still terrible to hear that accusation. You don't even want to hear that kind of abuse done by an older brother. Yeah. Who's basically, he's kind of like an uncle. Figure. Yeah, he's kind of like a father figure, like an uncle figure, like an elderly figure. Yeah. And she was 15 years old, right? She's 15. And she was caught in the home with an 18-year-old man. Allegedly caught.
So there's two different stories, because on Patrick Beverley's side, he's saying that he caught them at home. And then on her side, she's saying that she snuck out to the park, and then she came home when the mom invited them to come home.
Yeah. According to the young lady,
the sister,
she left. She left the home.
She
snuck out to meet up with the 18-year-old at the park. But then, as we was reading from Patrick Beverley's side, it sounded different, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sounded like he caught them.
Yeah. It says, given that when he unexpectedly found her in the home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night. Yeah. So what's going on here? How do you catch them in the middle of the night at the home? But then she says that she went to the park to meet up with them. So which one is it? Is it both?
Maybe it's both.
He was in the house, and then they was like, we're going to meet up later on at the park.
Maybe they started off.
I'm Sherlock Holmes over here.
Maybe they started off. That's a good one. That's a good theory.
Not laughing matter. I'm up here making this.
That's a good theory.
I'm crazy, family. Where's my pitchfork? I look like Satan in this sweater. Don't I look like Satan lightweight?
No, you do not.
By the way, that caricature of the devil is fake. That's not real.
Yeah, he's not a red man with a pitchfork.
No, he doesn't look like me. Or does he?
He might.
We got some resemblance there. Shout to the devil? No shout out. No shout out.
Man.
Let's get hot in here. Let's get hot in here. Where's my pitchfork?
Oh, the devil's coming out.
Where's my pitchfork? Yeah.
Oh, I think you left it in the car.
Oh man, oh, shucks. We're just playing, family. No, we believe in the Most High, and yes, we do. There is an adversary, and in Hebrew, it's Hasatan, the Satan, the adversary. But the caricature of the devil, the guy in the red jumpsuit with two spikes on the top of his head, and a pitchfork, that's fake. That's fake, family.
Yeah.
That's as real as a $3 bill.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the stories are a little different. I mean, maybe they met up at the park and then she was like, meet me later at the house. And then, I don't know. I have absolutely no clue. All we know for a fact, it seems like what is in agreement is that the sister did meet up with a guy. Now, and that somehow they made it to the house. Somehow her and her 18-year-old boyfriend were at the house, and Patrick Beverley was caught by surprise or not. Because in her story, she was the mom called him over. So
yeah. But then he caught them.
Yeah.
According to him.
So
well, I'm sure they got cameras and stuff everywhere.
That's true.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
I mean, it's a wise move to have cameras in your house, but especially being an NBA player.
Yeah, for sure.
And I could just imagine there. Maybe he's. I don't know. He sound lightweight, kind of confident
in
fighting
story?
this. Yeah, lightweight.
Yeah. I mean,
he was like, "Don't believe everything you read on the." I don't know, but my question is, what about them marks on the neck and the eye? How do you explain that?
Well, and you notice that he didn't talk about that. That's the part of the story he left out.
Oh,
you notice he left that part of the story out. He didn't say, I didn't put my hands on her.
He didn't say that. He didn't deny that.
He just said the story wasn't true. So yeah, I mean,
but can they actually prove that he was like strangling her for 20 to 30 seconds? I bet they could though, depending on like the
marks.
The marks,
stuff.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
what you think,
so.
family? Any detectives in the chat?
Yeah.
Any law enforcement?
Okay, let us know.
What you think, family?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not sure if they'd be able to tell.
And I'm looking for a photo. I'm looking around, family, because we live. You know how we do it.
Oh, a photo of the sister?
Yeah. We just.
They're probably not going to show it since she's a minor. So, but let us know you guys' thoughts. Do you guys, whose story do you believe? Do you believe either of the stories? Do you think?
And you're absolutely right. Yeah. Good point. Because she's a minor, they're probably not going to put. Yeah. Or is this it right here?
Maybe that's the sister.
Maybe that is a sister right there. Who is Patrick Beverley's sister? Meet ex-NBA star sibling 5 days ago.
Yeah, that might be her.
Yeah, let me go ahead and verify this.
But yeah, family. So, whose story do you guys believe? Do you guys believe either of the stories? Do you guys believe the truth is somewhere in the middle? Because this is wild. It's wild that Patrick Beverley has been arrested on felony assault charges, right? So, and now he has to go to court. Now he has to fight it. He was let out on bond, $40,000 worth of bond that he was out on. So this is crazy. And not only that, what does this do with the relationship between him and his sister? Is she the one that's pressing charges, or was it the state, or the county that pressed charges? So I'm really curious about that, because you know how sometimes families can get into fights, and the police get called. But, so not, a lot of times you could be like, oh, I'm not pressing charges, or whatever the case may be. But because the sister is a minor, things might be different, right? Because if they feel like there's abuse going on in the house, then the state into their own hands. Even if she said, I'm not pressing charges, they could be like, well, you're a minor, and we see these bruises on you, and so we're gonna press charges. So I'm curious about that.
And I did see a photo, but I'm not going to put it up because I have to verify it. I'm not going to do that. Like, I don't know, family. When I'm not sure about something, I strive to not even put it out there or even post it. So I'm not going to go ahead and do it. So yeah, out of protection, they're probably not going to show any images of her.
Yeah,
but
likely.
Like it's likely, but hey, you know, family, let me know if you have some additional information on this pending case. What would you say, a pending case?
Yeah,
it's pending case. Yeah, I mean, we brought up the recent information on this, and just looking at this situation, I come to the conclusion. Now, I'm not a judge, obviously, but if I'm going to pretend to be one, I come to the conclusion that they're both wrong.
For sure.
She, you know, violated the rules of the house. You know, when you bring a boy over or you meet up with a boy, either way, either you're meeting up with them,
sneaking out to see him.
You're sneaking out to see him, or you're sneaking them in to see him. If you're sneaking out to see him, or you're sneaking them in to see him, either way, it's wrong. You're not supposed to do that. But at the same time, those bruises on her face, on her neck, and on her eye, to me, that indicates that something went down.
For
now, is it possible that she caused those bruises upon herself? I don't think so. I'm just throwing out these situations. Do you think she scratched her neck and punched herself in the eye and said, he did it?
I doubt it.
And then what would cause her to say, I'm going to be the sibling that's going to kill you?
That's what he said.
Oh, that's what she said? That's what he said? I thought that's what she said, like after.
No, allegedly, allegedly the sister said that he said that he was going to be the sibling.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the edification. Okay. However, how do you explain the bruises? How do you explain them? Did she bruise herself? Yeah, it doesn't seem likely. I mean, you got some crazy kids, though. I mean, you got some baby-ass kids out there. You got some kids that are contemplating and coming up with ways to get their parents locked up, even if they just got a little lashing on the side of their leg. These Gen Zings, or Gen Z, we call it Gens. What is it? Gen Z. I'm thinking of the energy. Gen Z.
Gen Z.
These Gen Zs, I tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt it. Honestly, I doubt that.
Is it possible?
It's possible. There's a slim chance. I mean, I think that from what they both said, listen, there was a guy around that likely wasn't supposed to be around. And I think Patrick Beverley got upset. Of course, this is speculation. We do not know. I do think Patrick Beverley got upset, and I think he got a little bit too upset and just acted off of just anger and instinct, and he went a little bit too far. He probably went further. He probably blacked out. You know how some people say they get upset and they just like black out? He probably did that. He probably was so upset. Now, if he actually did catch her in the house with this man, and let's just say they were doing some stuff they wasn't supposed to be doing, now you could see him getting to that point where
you could, right?
Where
you don't agree, but you understand.
Or do we agree? No.
I mean, right? Well, let's think about this. Yeah, maybe, right? Maybe he saw some things that shouldn't have went down.
Yeah. Oh man.
And it happened in his house.
Man, in his bed. Oh.
Okay. Now I definitely agree. Now, okay, man. Yeah, I didn't think 30 seconds was long enough.
Oh man, nope. She should have been hospitalized. Nah, for real though.
She was in. Lighten up. If you Boosie, what you doing here anyway?
I know.
You don't belong here.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Scram. Get your sensitive ass out of here. You can't take a joke. Goodness gracious.
Nah, but for real, if she was in his house, in his bed, like say for instance, she's like, oh yeah, look at our house. And then she comes in there where her boyfriend.
Patrick Beverley, this is NBA player house.
Exactly. And not only that, they up in his room. Then it's kind of like, okay, you kind of understand. You kind of like, oh, well, you had that one coming. But obviously, we're not telling you guys to do that. Don't do that because you can end up with felony assault charges. So don't do it. Don't do it. But I will say, if she did do that, of course, we adding extras on there. We don't know if that's the case. But if she did something along those lines, you can kind of
you agree and you understand.
You can kind of understand.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we grew up in black households. But I tell you what, look, on my childhood, I plead the fifth. Okay, I love my parents, but I gotta ask the chat: did you get butt whoopings growing up? Don't answer that. That's a rhetorical question.
You can plead the fifth.
I'm setting you up, and I'm giving you a chance to back out. Plead the fifth. But I got to ask you, did you get ass whoopings as a child? And my follow-up question, did you deserve them? Did you deserve them? Be honest. Be honest, though.
Be honest.
Yes, you got some abusive parents, for sure. However, you got some parents that might be doing the right thing. I said might. I don't condone violence. It's a felony. Or a misdemeanor. It's a felony.
Well, depending on
battery is a felony.
Yeah, depending on how bad it is, right?
Yeah.
I think it could be, a misdemeanor or a felony, depending on the extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I think the human in us can all kind of understand, like, girl, what are you doing with this grown man? You know what I'm saying? Already off tops is bad. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, if that was your little sister.
It's not legal. That's illegal. He's 18. He's an adult. You're a minor. That's already terrible.
Yeah, exactly. And then you bringing him into our home without our knowledge. And you know what I'm saying? And who knows, Patrick Beverley might have some of his, personal like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some expensive stuff. So I could see, we're not condoning abuse here now. Let's just be honest. No.
Oh, I like what it was. No, I was kidding. No.
Listen, we know the society that we live in, okay? We got to understand. We got to obey the laws of the land as it tells us to do in the Bible. And so, the law of this land is that, listen, you can't be doing the assault and the battery on people. It's just, you can't do it.
Because the Gen Zs will call the cops on you.
Or their boyfriends.
Yeah, because they can't take an ass whooping.
Hey,
I feel like our generation is the last generation that was able to take an ass whooping. I don't know. I mean, we're kind of like old souls,
Yeah, for sure.
But we never took an ass whooping. It never happened.
It never happened. No, it never happened. We plead the fifth on that. Yeah, I mean, man. It's definitely an interesting situation, and it kind of begs the question on, should we start changing our discipline methods, right? How we discipline our children, because if we just gonna be honest, in our community, we ain't sparing no rod. You know what I'm saying? We not sparing the rod.
Yeah, that's what white folks do. That's what white people do.
Because we not spoiling the child. Listen, some of them be beating their kids too, but that's a whole nother story. But nevertheless, we believe in, not spoiling the child, not sparing the rod, right? And it begs the question on whether or not we should start changing our discipline methods.
You mean stop following the Bible?
No, it's not stop following the Bible.
I'm being a smart ass.
I know.
I know,
that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, we live.
Yeah, no.
Hey, I'm a live smart ass. I'm a smart ass live when I'm live and when I'm not live.
Trust me, I know.
Got me.
But yeah, this is why we are live.
Yeah, and that's why I'm rocking this ring right here, family.
Me too.
Ain't no shacking up over here. Ain't no sneaking nobody over here. Hey, ain't nobody sneaking nobody over here.
Heck no, and our kids better know better. They better know better. Okay?
Yeah, because
they can see this in the future. No, we ain't playing that. You tell your kids, I don't care, take me to jail. No, just kidding.
Hey, this could be me. This could be me. And you know what? It's worth it. It's worth every bit of it.
If you find yourself in that compromising position, right? Oh man, ain't no telling, right? Ain't no telling, right?
You know, I didn't think this live was gonna go this direction. I thought we were just gonna pile on. No, he deserves like scrutiny for sure.
Oh, for sure.
But we don't know exactly what happened. We don't know what the marks look like. Were they like little scratches?
Or were they serious?
Were they like imprinted? Like, was he really doing that? And then the eyebrows, like, we gotta look at this evidence. We can't just go off hearsay and be like, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because check it. That's not biblical. That don't line up with the Bible. The Bible don't say to do that. You have to have 2 to 3 credible witnesses, not just 2 to 3 witnesses. They got to be for show. They have to be real witnesses.
Yeah.
And witnesses can come in different forms. It doesn't just necessarily have to be a person. It can be evidence, hard evidence. It has to be some tangible, hard evidence.
Yeah.
So looking at today and how we can carry it out, you can have other forms of evidence, but we're just going off what we heard, family. So that's why, you know, and I'm being a little loose with it because it's like, who am I to be like, he is for show guilty of a 3rd-degree felony when we don't really have all the details to collect to even make that judgment.
It's true. And also, you know, just looking at it from the human perspective and like putting yourself in that position, if it was your little sister or if it was your child and, you know, you get in that situation that we laid out happened. I mean, listen, a lot of parents would be hard pressed to hold back if they saw that going down in their house.
Man,
you know, it just would not be a good situation.
I mean, you know, we kind of, our parents kind of old school, you feel me? You know, man.
No, it wouldn't be a good situation. You know, let's just say that. Some people would be like, she's lucky she was able to walk out the house.
Woo! That's a preach right there. That's a preach. Preach. She's lucky to walk out of the house.
Some people, they be like, look.
Some people. I love how you said some people. Not saying us.
Not saying us.
We're not saying this.
That's not what we're saying. We're just saying some people.
Hey, that's what we be hearing. You feel me?
That's what we be hearing. Oh,
I didn't know this was going this direction. I promise you. I thought we was gonna. I mean, he deserves to be scrutinized for sure, but so does she.
Yeah, it's facts.
You know, she's 15 years old. I mean, a minor messing with a grown man. 18 by law, you're a grown man, and then going behind your back with your, you know, from your parents,
yes,
or from your people who take care of you and love you. That's never good.
It's all bad.
When you are a child and you are not honoring your mother and your father.
Yeah.
You know, in this case, you know, mother and older brother, who is like a father figure.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and you're not supposed to do that, right? Not to mention, I mean, she could have got herself, you know, hurt. You know, if you're going off and your parents don't know where you're at, anything happens to you, you know? So, you know, it's definitely, you know, the human side is like, hey, it's understandable. You know, should Patrick Beverley have handled it that way? Obviously not. You know, I mean, yeah, he should have maybe took some time to do some, you know, some breaths and maybe walk out, you know, take a few deep breaths. You know, hey, tell him to get up out of there.
Do you think this is the face of a therapist? An anger management therapist?
I don't think so.
I mean, he needs anger management classes. Have you seen him on the court, family?
That's a fact. But see, he's probably thinking his anger is what makes him him. Like,
yeah, it's true. Yeah, I can see it being a motivation for him, being like, you know, undersized, being the underdog. I think he played like in the D League too. He played on like one of the minor leagues. I don't think he was like, I don't know if he was drafted, but he was like he was a quote unquote overachiever. You know, he overachieved in his career.
Yeah.
And played, you know, years in the NBA.
Yeah.
Where, you know, he didn't have like all like the natural gifts of like a Stephen Curry or you know,
LeBron James,
Kyrie Irving.
But yeah. So, family, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you guys kind of understand where Patrick Beverley is coming from? If it was that situation, and he caught his little sister doing some stuff she wasn't supposed to be doing with this man, let us know you guys' thought. Or do you guys think, hey, you need to control yourself at all times? You need to be in control of yourself. You need to be in control of your actions and in control of your emotions. And honestly, I think it could be both, right? I think that Patrick Beverley is right for is it's okay for him to have been upset. It's okay for him to have been angry at that situation, but at the same time, especially being the public figure that he is, he had to control himself, and understanding the times that we're living in and how, listen, certain things you just can't do, and that's just what it is. That's just, we live here in America. There's certain laws, right? So knowing that, we do have to adjust, and we can't just do exactly what was, as soon as whatever we feeling, we might be feeling like, snatching her up, that might be the feeling. However, we gotta kind of control that feeling and, take some time out, because again, you don't want to put yourself in a position where, you didn't really win off, and it could be even worse, right? I mean, from what we hear, it sounds bad. It sounds bad already from what we heard, but I mean, it could have been worse, right? She could have had 2 black eyes, and it could have been even, to a whole nother extent, because when you're upset like that, some people have a hard time controlling, the anger, right? So that's why it's important, for us, even if that situation does come out or that situation does happen, it's like you still got to be able to control yourself, because you don't want to put yourself in a position where now you're facing felony assault. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of people don't got 40 grand to bail themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Now you're dealing with bail bondsmen and all types of stuff, and, putting your house and car, whatever, up for bond and stuff. So obviously you don't want to put yourself in that position.
Yeah, moral of the story, don't put your hands on your children because it's too expensive to get bail bonds.
Moral of the story.
That was the moral of the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not making Patrick Beverley money. You're not Patrick Beverley. You played in the NBA.
That's facts.
You didn't.
Man. That is a fact.
That's facts. So him is, changed. But now, I like to ask this. Let's say, theoretically, he caught them in the house, right, on camera. Mm-hmm. Well, does that mean that he actually caught himself putting his hands on his sister? Like, if they got cameras in the house, you feel me? And he's got footage of them in the house of his sister and her boyfriend. Well, doesn't he have footage of himself putting his hands on his sister?
We don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you said, I mean, if there is cameras in the house, we don't know, if they're in every room. From the sounds of it, from the sister side, he had taken her up into a room.
Oh, he took her to the room where there's no cameras. Oh, man, good. Parents, you hear that? That's how you get away with it.
Know which room to take him to.
Know which room to take him to.
Oh,
F
man.
them kids.
F them kids. Oh, man.
Okay, I'm totally missing the mark tonight. All right. So, okay. All right. So then let's go ahead and bring in this verse, because I know we always use it, right? This is the go-to verse, especially in our community, right? The Black community. This is our way of justifying violence.
Against our
parental
kids.
Violence against our children, right? This is our way of...
We're justified.
This is our way of avoiding physical discipline. This is our way of avoiding physical discipline in the Black community. This is our past right here. Proverbs chapter 13, 24. Whoever spares the rod hates his son or child. Whoever spares the rod hates his child. But he who loves him is diligent to discipline him. Or who loves him disciplines him early. So it can read, let me go ahead and read that again. So whoever spares the rod hates his son. That's the ESV. Let's go with a thought for thought, not to be confused with a thought for thought. Got to leave them thoughts alone. It says the NIV, the non-inspired version. We're here all day. Whoever spares the rod hates their children. Whoever spares the rod hates their children. But the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them. And then right here in the ESV, whoever spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is diligent to discipline him. Or instead of discipline him, it can also read, or who loves him disciplines him early. So is that proof that we can whoop them kids? We can whoop their ass.
Let us know.
Is this the dagger? Is this the proof?
Let us know, family. Is that the proof? Is that the Bible telling us that we need to be whooping our kids and beating our kids? Let us know.
Now, I'm not going to do a deep dive in it, but just looking at it, it never said whoop them kids. It never even said anything about hitting the kids in the verse.
It didn't.
It just says spares the rod. So that word, well, so what is that saying? We imply that it's talking about an ass beating. We infer that this is an ass whooping, that whoever does not whoop their kids hates their kids. We are inferring that. That's our opinion. We are drawing that conclusion. That's our opinion. But the scripture actually doesn't say that.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't say that. It just says whoever spares his rod. And you got to remember, this is written by King Solomon, the wisest man of the world.
Yeah.
Like I said, the dumbest man in the world too.
Yeah, well,
Because he was messing with
some
them
of
thoughts.
them choices,
He
man.
was
Yeah.
messing with them thoughts. He was feeling thoughty.
Yeah, he sure was.
Like what, 1,000 of them? 700 of them? 730?
Too many.
Too many, family.
The diseases that was going on. Now,
Oh, man.
you never know.
Oh, man.
Never know.
So, but it just says right here, whoever spares the rod. And that word rod, it can be interpreted as, remember, these are like gems of wisdom. So he's dropping wisdom. And it's like, so when it says rod, rod can represent discipline.
Yeah.
Whoever spares discipline hates their children. But we just think of a rod, you know, what we think, oh, you're getting your ass beat by a rod. But it doesn't say that. It doesn't use the word strike or smite. It doesn't say whoever smites.
Whoever doesn't smite their child.
It doesn't. It doesn't use the word smite. It doesn't read that way. So that's why we got to take our time. You know, reading the Bible is like following traffic laws. Nobody wants to do them.
Exactly.
When like you come to a stop sign, that's right, a stop sign, we actually got to stop.
Yeah.
And then proceed.
You mean I can't just roll on past?
I mean, that's what everybody else does, right?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely in Stockton.
Everybody's doing it.
Definitely in Stockton. Just the other day, I see some guy just drive past like they're, just fastly driving past like there. Nobody's around.
And I get flipped off by a blue hair for actually stopping.
Man, that's Stockton. Don't come here, family. We tell you this every day, but we mean it.
You will get stuck.
Just drive
because
on by.
It's drive on by because it's cheap to live here, but then it's more expensive to move out of here. So you just end up stuck.
Drive on by. But yeah, like you said, and how you put so eloquently, it doesn't say, oh, beat your child. It didn't say that in the Bible, family. It don't say that in the Bible.
It doesn't say that. We read it that way. We insert beating, but it doesn't say that. And rod personifies discipline.
Yeah, because as you read further down, it was saying, if you discipline your child, you love your child, right? If you love your child, you discipline your child.
In the same verse.
In the same verse.
So it's reiterating it. It's the same verse.
Exactly. So it sounds as though it's referring to discipline, right? Disciplining your child. And we definitely agree. You need to be disciplining your child. You can't just let your child do whatever they want to do. They need discipline, right? Discipline is a form of love.
Now, my question, I always got questions. I'm always questioning the Bible.
And that's okay.
You do too. Don't act like you don't. Don't get all sanctimonious on us.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Come on. I got questions. All right. Out of love. I question the Bible out of love. But so when it says discipline, right? Does that involve physical discipline?
I guess it could, right? I guess it could. But do I think that that's the best way to discipline your child? Do I think physical discipline is the best discipline for your child? I personally don't think so. But could it mean physical discipline? Yeah, it could mean physical discipline.
I mean, if they snuck out the house or they got caught in the house
with another,
with a grown man,
our kids gonna know better. That's all I know. All I know is my kids gonna know better. They gonna know not to even think. I would never, me as a kid, I would never bring no, like what? Oh heck, I was scared of my mom.
Oh yeah, mama and pops. I'm still scared of you.
I'm still scared of you.
I'm still scared of y'all.
And I didn't really get hit a whole lot. I did. There was a few times. I plead the fifth.
Yeah, it's just jokes.
I plead the fifth.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is that, like, I'm not saying I was a perfect child by any means, but that bringing into the house, oh heck no,
Oh, man.
heck no. But to your point, are you saying that, hey, if that happens, do you have the right to put your hands on your kid? Is that what you're saying?
Of course it does. No, these are just inferences. We're inferring. I'm just asking, like, does discipline involve actual physical discipline? I guess, okay, if I'm going to be serious, like super rare. It's a rare situation. Maybe like, for instance, like if a child puts their hands on their parents.
Yeah.
Which, according to the Bible, that child deserves to be put to death.
Yeah.
That's a death penalty. Man, I wish we brought back them.
Okay, let's bring it back.
In the Bible, man. Bring it back, man. Bring it back, especially on these little punk ass Gen Z children. These little TikTokers.
Don't talk about the Gen Zs like that. Y'all
with their blue hair.
Ain't all bad. Y'all ain't all bad.
You're 15 years old. And you got blue hair.
There's some folks out here that's 40 years old with blue hair. But I digress.
Yeah, okay. And you're not Caucasian. Yeah, I'm just gonna pause there. Blue hair, green hair, pink hair,
orange hair.
Okay, now we gotta be careful because now we might be offending a certain community here. I got love for everybody. I got love for everybody.
Me too.
You know what it is, but we're going all these colors. We might need to be careful now. Not these little TikTokers though. I don't get it. I don't know. Well, but to be serious, family, I think that it's a rare case where an adult. Maybe in a situation like that. As a child, what would you rather have? Like if we was in biblical times, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you rather have? Would you rather be choked out for 20 to 30 seconds by your dad and socked in the eye by your mom, or would you rather get the death penalty?
Well, I would say option A.
Because the parents have to report the child to the judges.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing too. Like what parents would actually want to bring that child to the judges
for the death penalty
to have them put away?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something we never consider.
Sure.
We always just think, oh, okay, we live in them times, you would be dead for disrespecting me. But you got to remember, as the parent, you actually have to bring that child. Mm-hmm. As the parents, you got to bring that child. So that's what I'm saying. You could keep it in-house and just, slap the child up, a few times,
Mm-hmm.
Get the belt, get the coat hanger. What's some classic ass whoopings we used to get? Not we, community. We as a community, the coat hanger.
Yeah, extension cords.
The extension. Oh, that's old school. Go find me. You got to go out and go get a cord.
Oh, that's a switch. Yep.
That's go get me a switch.
Uh-huh.
Hot wheel track.
Yeah.
That's old school. So hot wheel track. You know about the hot wheel track? Come on now.
Mm-hmm. A belt.
Belt, classic.
Definitely.
Classic belt. That's like man. That's kind of like the personification of an ass whooping, right?
Yeah, the belt. Right? Mm-hmm.
The belt.
Definitely.
Right.
Back in the day when the teachers used to be able to whoop the kids, a ruler.
Oh, a ruler with the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ain't been tried out with our kids. I'll tell you that. Ain't no teacher better try that.
Nah, they know better. They gonna know better because we're suing the heck out of that school.
Especially if they're from the Caucasian community.
Oh, especially. But I don't care who you is. Put your hand on my kids and find out.
Woo, I don't care who you are.
I don't care who you are. Respectfully, disrespectfully. But parents were creative with the different tools that they use to beat their kids. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's how they express their creativity.
Mm-hmm. Through how they go
through physical discipline.
Man. Oh, what am I going to use today? You know, they got the little lineup. Family, like
I knew somebody got their ass beat by y'all remember, and people still have them too. Like you know, like the steering wheel, and you got the little lock, so nobody can.
Ooh,
yeah, that's like damn near like a crowbar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know somebody who got their ass beat by one of those. I don't know what you call that, family. You lock it on the wheel, steering wheel lock. I don't know. I forgot.
The youngsters don't know about that.
Nah, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of throwback. That's kind of like 90s.
Yeah. But steering wheel lock. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. Parents, we love you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, family. So we finna close out. We have to that hour mark. So
yeah, but I do have one more question for you.
Okay. Cool.
So what do you think are some better ways, you know, getting away from the physical discipline? Because as me and my husband said, you know, we think that if you're going to use physical discipline, it's rarely, and if you're going to do it, I mean, it's pretty much like, okay, they hit you or whatever the case may be. What are some ways that you think could be better ways of disciplining our children, you know, without using physical discipline?
Yeah, I mean, without physical discipline, I mean, how am I going to discipline them? That's the whole point, right? Okay. Yeah, you caused me to think here. I think it starts by having a relationship with the children, with the kids. Making them feel comfortable to be honest, to you know, to share things with you. And you know, kids, they're gonna keep them secrets now. They're gonna have them secrets, but I think it's important as adults to have a relationship with your children, and not like, yes, you're their authority, you're their parents. You feel me? But I think here, I'll go off screen. We'll go off screen. Oh, my bad. Yeah, we're off screen. They don't see us, baby. They don't even see us. Okay. They go me right there. They go. That's me right there. Literally, that's me. Okay, so while we're off screen and while I'm getting my thoughts together to answer this brilliant question, because I mean, without physical discipline, I mean, how do you discipline them?
How do you discipline?
I think
That's the only way, right?
I think it starts with communication, having a relationship with the children. I get it as parents. You want to be friendly, but you don't necessarily want to be their friends, like their buddies. Like you're not their buddy, like you ain't their partner from down the street.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you want to have a relationship where they feel comfortable with sharing with you information and you know about what's going on in their mind and things that's going on at school, you know, with dating, you know, with struggles that they have. So I think it's important to have communication. It just seems like there's a lot of cases where the adults, the parents, they're not speaking to their children. There's like this division. There's a gap. There's not a relationship. Yeah. And I think that's the key right there. So like I would lean towards, and I'm reluctant to say this, but having, you know, disciplining them by you know, giving restrictions. Okay, if you do something, then you're gonna have to. I'm gonna take away something that you really enjoy. I'm gonna take away that phone. I'm gonna take away that video game. I'm not gonna allow you to go on your social media platform. I think there's ways where we can discipline our children like that. Discipline them in ways that's really gonna hurt them. And because like even like with physical pain, it's like
it only lasts but so long.
You kind of get over it, right? And then there's kids too, like they kind of rig the system. They kind of figured their parents out, right?
Like I'll take the ass beating so I can do what I want to do later.
especially like, you know, and especially like, you know, in this case where it's like, you know, your mama's boy, and like you kind of like know how to like use and play your mom a little bit, you know, even though she thinks like whooping your ass, like she's disciplining you. It's like, okay, take the ass whooping now. And, you know, mom will feel bad for me and let me out, and I'll be good later on. So I think it's kind of like you can kind of manipulate mom a little bit. And that's why it's so important to have mom and dad at the house, because more likely Pops ain't going to go for that. Unless he has a daughter, he might go for that. In that case, the mom's going to be disciplinary. So it just depends, family. But it's important to have that balance. But I think just having restrictions. If you do this, I'm gonna take away your phone.
Yeah.
If you do this, I'm gonna take away your game. So that's my answer. Short and
good.
sweet. But I think most importantly, it's important to have a relationship with your kids.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Because even them getting upset or them them not approving what you did, that feels like an ass whooping. Like when you get your feelings hurt and like, you know, your mom, your dad, they're angry with you, they're disgusted with you. But it's like, it's an anger that's not like, I'm gonna beat your ass. It's like, I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Like family, that hurts.
That hurts.
To let your parents down.
It does.
So,
it does.
but that starts by having a trust, having a relationship with your kids, because you're like, and you care about what your parents think. You're not rebellious. You actually value what they think of your choices.
That's right.
You value what they think of you. You don't want to let them down. You want to succeed for yourself and for them.
100%.
So like your parents just giving you like that face and being upset, like family, that hurts more than an ass whooping. Because that hurts here. Like an ass whooping, you kind of get over it. You know, it's like butt whooping for mom. Okay, you know, she gonna feel bad for me later on.
Yeah,
good,
for
you know?
real.
She gonna scold me. She gonna yell at me, cuss me out, and things like that. But then later on, it'll be good.
She'll feel bad.
Like the next day.
Yeah.
Or the next week, or the few couple of days, depending on what you did. I think there's like. So I'm leaning towards that, but I'm sorry, I was really
No, that's excellent. That's excellent.
a great question.
Yeah, no, that was excellent, baby. No, I do agree with you, right? I think it's very important for us to have a relationship with our children, to speak to our children, talk to our children, and I think discipline should start early with your children, very, very early. 1 year old. You can start teaching your kids what right from wrong. And your expectations for your kids. And I think that, as you're speaking to your child, you're letting them know your expectations, right? And I think it's important to be continuous with what you expect from your children, to continually let them know what your expectations are, what's going to be best for them. So it's ingrained in their mind, like they already know off tops, like mom and dad's expectations of me, right? They already know, like, okay, mom and dad has this particular expectations of me. And if I'm not doing this, I'm going to be letting mom and dad down. Now, on top of having that relationship with your kids, of course, you want to have a loving relationship with your kids, a caring relationship with your kids. You want your kids to know that you love them. You want your kids to know that you want what's best for them, right? So you already have that trust put in place, right? You already have that trust built up with your kids. Your kids know mom and dad want what's best for me, right? So they already know that off top. And now you're letting them know your expectations. So they know your expectations. Now, the next step is if they violate your expectations and what you're asking them to do. And mind you, this should start off early ages, right? So they already know in mind. So as they start getting older and, if they do something, yes, the discipline, right? So the discipline can be, we're taking away, whatever your favorite thing is. We're taking away your PlayStation, we're taking away your phone, et cetera, et cetera. If you had something planned for that kid, maybe it was a summer trip or whatever the case may be, maybe they won't get to do that, right? If they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So that's a great way to control your kids, right? One of the best ways to control your kids as well. And before I get to that, also, family, it's important for us to speak to our kids about the Bible, right? It's important for us to speak to our kids about the Bible, let them know the expectations that's in the Bible, and give them that understanding of right and wrong according to the Bible and according to the Most High. So that should also be something that they have in mind and that they have fear on, right? I think a little bit of fear is important for kids, right? And having that fear of God, I think, is also very important for kids. So I think that's important too. Make sure you're doing that as well. But also too, a great way to control your kids is to have an inheritance for those kids, right? Now you'll see this in many different families from different cultures where they'll have an inheritance for their kids, but that inheritance, boy, they holding that inheritance over their kid's head like it's nobody's business, right? They like, look, if you ain't doing X, Y, and Z the way I want you to do it, and this works for your kids as they're getting grown and getting older, like to keep them in line, basically. It's like, well, hey, you want that inheritance, right? You want that inheritance money? Okay, well, you better get your act together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's true, but it works, right? It works. I've seen it work for other families. You know, they already have things set in place. You know, they got inheritance for their kids. However, that inheritance can be revoked, right? And who doesn't want, who doesn't want a good inheritance, right? So, you know, your child will likely be a lot more receptive to whatever you're telling them when they realize, like, hold on, wait a minute, I need to get that inheritance. Like, I'm not about to be left out here in the code without inheritance. So, family, that's one of the reasons why it's important for us to start setting aside money and start building up our wealth so that we do have an inheritance that we can control our kids with. I'm just kidding, but kind of. Kind of low key. Control your kids with that inheritance, boy. But also, too, don't be afraid to be the strict parent, you know? Don't be afraid to be the strict parent, you know? Hey, my kids, you know what I'm saying? I might be the strict parent, and I'm okay with that because I want what's best for them. And so I want them to understand that, right? And I know how kids can be. And so they're going to know, like, mom, you know, hey, she ain't going to be playing around when it comes to certain things, you know, having a lot of boundaries on your kids. You know, I think it's important, right? You know, I like what one of my friends, what she was doing for her children, and especially once they became teenagers, was she was taking their phone away at a certain point in time at night. And I think that's important as well. Like, just having certain boundaries for your kids and being really locked in with your kids. My kids, I'm just be honest with you, my kids, I'm going to be putting tracking devices on their phones and stuff like that. I need to know where they're at and when they're there. Like, my kids are going to know, like, mom and dad, like, they're not playing around. Like, mom and dad, they know where we at. They know where we going. And if we having a problem with that, then they could just stay in the house, because they going to know, like, I'm not while you're in my house. While you're in my house, certain things I'm just not going to play, because I don't want you to pop up, whoopsie doopsie. You know, I got this, that, and the third going on. I popped up with the baby, or popped up in a really bad situation. Because why? Because because mom and dad was like, okay, you just do what you want to do. No, I'm not. I'm just not going to be that parent. You know, I poured way too much into you for you to go and mess it up because you're a young teenager. Your mind's not fully developed. So yeah, we're going to have to be that fully developed mind for them. And yeah, it's going to come off strict. It's going to come off unfair. But honestly, the lifestyle that we're going to give to them, they're going to know it's going to be worth it. So it is what it is.
I'd just like to close out I get my closing by saying there's no cheat code to disciplining children. Mm-hmm. I repeat, there is no cheat code to disciplining children. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's all I got. There's no cheat code to raising children.
Yeah, there's no handbook.
Yeah, well, there's a handbook.
Well, there's a handbook.
It's called the Bible.
That's facts.
But it's not a cheat code.
Meaning?
Cheat codes, we have all the answers. Like, okay. The answers are there, but the Bible makes you go figure it out. Like, like when I read the Bible, like, I'm like, I feel like I'm getting a bunch of assignments I got to go do. Like, I feel like the Most High is making me search for the answer.
Definitely.
Like, he gives us the answers, but it's like, okay, now go achieve that mission. Go achieve that assignment. Raising children is an assignment.
Definitely.
And that is, I was going to say forever, but technically until they're 18, because you kick them out.
Yeah, but you shouldn't do that.
So you're 18, then you let them go. Then they're off. Then they're off your hands.
Family, don't kick your kids out at 18, please. Please.
Need some privacy around here.
Okay, we tired of it, man. These 18 years been a hard time for us. You need to get up out of here. 18 years wrong. Oh, it's your 18th birthday? Okay, you know what that means. You up out of here.
Out of here.
Get to stepping. I don't care what happens to you.
Peace. That's old school. I haven't thrown it back.
Oh, yeah.
First time I see that was the Wayans brothers. Peace out. I died. I almost died. I almost died. Man, I lost my breath for 20, 30 seconds.
Oh, man.
Yep, and I hit myself in the eye.
Oh, man.
I was wiping my tears of laughter. I hit myself in the eye. I had a black eye.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Are you going to say that you've been abused? Abused by yourself?
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
But yeah.
No, but I've been told young boys, if you do something you shouldn't be doing that you found out, right? You found something out that was just like you've never felt before. If you do it, you'll go blind.
Exactly. Scare tactics.
And that's self-abuse. It's self-abuse, and you will go blind.
Yeah, scare tactics work. Scare tactics work.
Something wrong with my vision. I can't see right now.
That's why you be having a hard time looking at this.
Yeah, I'm like, you got your boy squinting. I'm over here squinting. Can't see, family.
Don't be like him.
We love you, family.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I guess to wrap it up, hey, family, like my husband said, no, there is no cheat codes. No, nobody knows it all, but we can all try our best, right?
Yeah.
We can all try our best to do what's best. Me and my husband have been put in a fortunate situation where we've had years to think about this. I mean, I've had very long time to think about the way I want to raise my kid and a lot of stuff, right? So, hey, if you do have that time, think about these things, right? Think about, how you would discipline your child, and, what are some of the things that you would do with your child, and all types of stuff, right? If you have that ability, do it, right? Because, hey, if you prep, it's going to be much better prepping versus on the spot training. However, hey, things happen. We understand it. And hey, you do the best that you can. Do the best that you can. There's books out there that you can read. Of course, the Bible, of course. So and also,
but that's what I said. Like the Bible, like it gives us all the answers, but it makes us go do it. Like so, then you got to apply it in this modern world. So that's another challenge within itself. So that's what I'm saying. Like it has all the answers, but it's not a cheat code where it's like, okay, do exactly this and do exactly this and do exactly this and do exactly this. Like we live in a different time, so it's like we have to draw out the principles and apply it in this world that we live in.
100%, 100%. So yeah,
all glory to our God. All glory to God.
Yes, all glory, all glory.
And just I was just joking, just having fun. This topic was, it's like devastating to hear. It's terrible news.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes we hear something so terrible, like you're searching around to see if there's some humor somewhere. There's a joke floating in the atmosphere in the ether somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna find it.
Yeah, we're gonna find it. There's like humor. There's jokes, opportunities just in the ether, family. And but no, we're not laughing at the situation.
No, we're not. It's a sad situation for sure, but hey, we can always bring these situations back to our community and learn from them, right? And so that's what it's all about, hey, learning from what's going on, in the community, and so that we can make, the best choices for ourselves. And that's the goal, family. That's the goal. Hey, let's try our best. Let's do our best. Let's think these things through. I think a lot of times, our parents might have did something one way, and we don't think like, hey, is this the best way to do this, or is there something I could do differently, right? And so I think that's okay. I think it's nothing wrong with, hey, maybe if there was something that your parent did that you didn't feel like was the best, method, then hey, you can always switch that up, and there's nothing wrong with that. But hey, nothing wrong with thinking about it. Thinking about, hey, what do I feel like is going to be the best method? And knowing your child too, personally knowing how your child reacts to certain things helps as well.
And also, we didn't bring this up because we want to keep it lighthearted, but we have to bring this up. Now, physical discipline, the way how we do it in the Black community, generally speaking, it was passed down from generation to generation to generation and to generation. You go far back enough, you end up during chattel slavery.
That's right.
We learned to abuse our children from the transatlantic slave trade. We learned it from chattel slavery.
That's right.
And we just passed down that trauma. We passed down that behavior. We passed it down to disciplining our kids. And that's not the way to discipline our kids, family. I just wanted to bring that up. We have to bring that up, that this is generational trauma. It's a generational curse when we raise our children that way, when we discipline our children that way. There's other methods.
Definitely.
And we have to at least bring that up, acknowledge that we are imitating the slave master when we abuse our children physically and verbally too. Be careful verbally too. Because sticks and stones, they say sticks and stones will break my bones. Words will hurt you. Words actually hurt more than
the physical.
Yeah, I think the worst. Yeah, because you could, well, yeah, it's a different type of hurt, but you can control people. You can you can really damage people with your
Yeah.
words. Words are actual vibrations, they're actual things, they're actual matter. So
That's right.
let's be careful, family, the way how we discipline our children. Let's not lose our anger, like you said earlier. Like, cool down. If you need to get you some ice cream, hey, get you. I'm trying to think what's a good ice cream that calm me down. I had ice cream in a long time.
If you guys got Cold Stone out there,
Yeah, but a lot of us is lactose intolerant too. So.
but that don't stop us. Don't stop us. Let's be real. We be mac and cheese all the time. Let's be real.
That's true. That's true now. That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of hypocrites out there.
In the old school, they they love the buttered pecan. If you know, you know.
Ooh. Okay, I'm getting hungry. I think we should sign off.
No, yeah. I think so too.
Yeah.
Thank you, family, for being here with us. Let us know your guys' thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you guys. Hey, are y'all down with the beat down, or let us know. Got stretch.
I got braids itching in the back.
But yes, family. Also, we love you guys.
We love you, family. Until next time, I'm Jaydon.
And I'm Jaz.
Peace.
Peace.